Okay, so just a quick little haul for you. Not too many products, but some really good ones. Okay, so the first thing I will start with is the Benefiance Balancing Softener. Now, this is a replenishment because I always use the balancing softener, but this is the new reformulated balancing softener. I have yet to try it, so I'm kind of excited, although somebody did tell me, one of my fantastic subscribers, you know who you are, told me quite a while ago, I think he worked for Shiseido, and said that they were reformulating it and that this now contains alcohol, which is the other one, not which is, the other one itself never contained alcohol, and I've got super dehydrated skin, so I don't know what's going on, but it's supposed to be a very enriched balancing softener, so I'm hoping that the alcohol is very sort of low on the list. What the heck? Anyway, so there's that. Whoops. And Josie. Okay, so let's start with, I don't even know. Right. Laura Mercier, the translucent pressed setting powder. Looks like this, very simple. I used to have it in a little tiny one, sort of like, you know, the size of this. It came with a gift with purchase. It was this exact same product. And I loved using it just to set my concealer under the eyes. I would just take a big brush, just sort of roll it once. And then I used that to the very end. It's the first product that I used every single little stitch of it. There was like nothing left in the package. And I have so many sort of loose little powders, little pots and gift with purchases that I just thought, oh, I'll just use that for under my eyes, and when I'm done with that, then I'll sort of figure it out. But you know what, I could only go about a month, maybe a little bit longer, because I just really miss this. I really miss it being pressed. When it's loose, it's a little bit more difficult, and I just, you know, I'm really spoiled. I just like fast and easy and what I'm used to doing. So I got a replenishment of that. So that's fantastic. And let's see, the next Laura Mercier product is the Tightline. It's a cake liner in Tightline. Now, I've never used cake liners, and I sort of I don't like the look of liquid on my eyes at this age. I don't like the look of gel. I like powder or pencil, just it's a little bit softer looking. But when I was talking to one of the gals at Laura Mercier, who I've known for years and years, she just said, wow, you know what? She brought out a new activator. I guess they had an old activator, but now they have a brand new activator, and this makes all the difference in the world with this product. She said it will not budge, and I was like, yeah, right, whatever. You know, I've heard that time and time again. You know, my issues with nothing lasting on the waterline, all that sort of stuff. So what she did was, she was, no, let me just put it on your thing. And I was like, whatever. So she put it on, and I was like, you know, wait. Smudge could not move it at all, like at all. And I could tell by the texture of it that it wasn't going to move. It wasn't like a regular liner at all, like not a regular liquid or gel or anything. It had a totally different consistency using this activator. And then she said, it won't even budge with water, and I was like, yeah, right. And so she sprayed some water on it, and it kind of bubbled, like it, not bubbled, it sort of, like waterproof things, it just sort of goes into little droplets. And so she sprayed a whole bunch of water on it, and I still could not move it. Gosh, you know what? If I had the wherewithal and the time, I would have sort of shown it to you. But it really, it wouldn't even budge, even though she'd sprayed all this water on it. I was like, this just wouldn't even move. So I got it. Woohoo! This definitely lasts. On my waterline, you know what it is? It takes so much of it. This is a real sort of touch and go product. If you put too much activator, if it's too liquidy, it's going to start moving and it's going to go everywhere. If it's too dry, you don't get the depth. It kind of comes out gray instead of really deep black. So it's a trial and error there. On the waterline, it takes, you know, many layers to get at that true black. So, but for around the eyes, this sucker does not move with this activator. So dig in that. Now, the only thing I will say for anyone if you use the activator on this, you can no longer use it with just water. For some reason, it doesn't tend to work. So if you want to just put half of it with the activator and the other half water, if you don't want to buy the activator right now, yada yada. Anyway, so there's that. The next is, it's a limited edition Nars Cream Shadow in Ponderosa. I just really love this color. I just love that sort of deep, rich, chocolatey, browny, bronzy, something, something. Very pigmented. I mean, I just barely. And I'm not a fan of Nars cream shadows, although I only tried one that came in a palette. Wasn't crazy about it, but this is just like, ooh, yummy yums. So there's that. Right. Okay, so Chanel. So you all know that I'm not a huge fan of Chanel, but the stuff that I do have that I love, I freaking love. It's just, there's no comparison. Like the brow kit and things like that. So the Illusion d'Ombre, whatever, the little pot, these little things here. I've heard about them for a while. I went to swatch it right away as soon as they came out. I swatched it and it was like a glitter fest. It was just like, oh, there's no way. There's no way I'm going to wear that on my eyes. And I don't want it just for evening, you know, because I'm kind of a hermit. I did all my partying, like a lot of it. So I kind of, you know, usually chill. So, you know, I didn't want something that I only could wear in the evening, yada, yada, yada. So I said, forget it. These aren't for me. Then I saw Hannah's video, Miss Hannah G, and she loves these, and she said, you know, when you blend them out, you really don't get a lot of the glitter. So I was like, oh, okay. I will re-swatch them. So a month or something later, I go back and I re-swatch it, and I'm like blending away like this, and I'm like, it's getting even more glittery on me and more shimmery. So I'm like, what the mother hell? Just my luck. You know, it's like the opposite thing happens with me. So then I'm like, forget it, it's just not for me. And then I saw another video from I don't know what it was, but it brought it back again. I just saw, what the mother hell is going on here? So I wound up going back because I really wanted Illusoire and Epatant. Epatant? Yes, the Illusoire and the Epatant. That's what I wanted, and they were just glitter, shimmer, crazy ass fests. I never ever gravitated towards Ebloui because I'm just not a ready, sort of super hyper warm brown kind of gal. I have a couple of colors like that, like copper stuff from Mercier that I really love, but I don't tend to use a lot of it. So I went and decided to swatch this one, and they said, yes, this is the least sort of shimmery of them all. So I kind of swatched and went, yeah, you know, it kind of has little micro flecks of different colors, like, you know, it's a reddy brown, but then it had some green flecks and some gold flecks and all that sort of stuff. So I wound up getting this, and it's this color right here. They have a great sort of bizarre texture. It's kind of like moussey and creamy and spongy or something. It's got a whole lot of stuff going on there. So anyways, I get this. I go home next day. I try it on. I freaking love it. Like, I love it. I'm like, what the who? Whoa. Okay, so what do I have to do? I have to run out and get more. So the next two colors I wound up getting was the Mirifique, which is the black one, and the Emerveille, which is sort of like a very kind of rosy, pinky, not rose as in red rose, but just like a peachy, pinky, sort of champagne-y type of color. Because what I noticed about them is that they don't look anything on the eye like what they do on the hand. If you swatch it like this, it doesn't look anything like it does on your eye. So this black, even though it's like, woo, glitter and shimmery, it doesn't look anything like that. In fact, you don't really see any of the glitter or the shimmer. So I was like going cuckoo crazy because I tried this black one and I just freaking loved it. And I used it all over the eye because it almost kind of went into like an asphalt gray with a little bit of like dimension from the shimmer, but it wasn't like a glitter fest like when I did it on my the back of my hand. And then I could deepen it, put a shadow over it, do a lot of different things, and it wouldn't budge. I mean, this sucker just did not budge. So I was like, oh my God. I mean, it just, you love those things where you write something off and then all of a sudden you finally, you know, give it a good run for its money and then you wind up loving it. It's kind of like, I don't know if this happens to you, but there's been a couple of girlfriends in my life where I'm like, when I first met you, I just thought you're the biggest biatch in the whole face. It was like attitude and attitude, and I just, I did not like you at all. And then years later, you become best friends with them. So it's kind of one of those types of things. So after I got those, I was like, I have to get more. And I went back to the first two that I'd swatched twice and didn't like because they were a glimmer fest. And it was Illusoire, which is like a purpley gray thing, and Epatant, which is like a greeny, goldy something. Now this one does look quite wet. I will say that these two really are the shimmery of the two, but I'm wearing Illusoire today with Nars Bruce on top of it, and they just don't budge. They're really, really fantastic. You can wear them on their own. You can wear them as a base. You can do a lot of things with them. They don't move. They stay on. The texture is beautiful. They're so easy to work with and blend out. They don't have that sort of like time limit on how, you know, you have to sort of move it right away before it sets, because these really do, they don't move. Once you put them on and they set, they don't move. But like with other products, you have to be sort of quick with them. These you don't. They just have a beautiful texture and they're just so blendable. You can use them with your finger, your brush, and anyways, I obviously love them. So woohoo to that. Okay, take a pause. The next product is the Josie Maran. I love Josie Maran blushes. I showed them in another, in a past video or a forward bit, whenever I upload them, but I got it in Passion, which is a pink, very, like, again, very sort of feminine, girly pink. That's what I think of with Josie, just a natural beauty. She's just so beautiful and naturally beautiful, so all her products tend to have that sort of naturalness about them, so love that. Okay, what else here? Okay, and I had to pick this up just because I'm so crazy about sort of like Snaky Python, not real though, never real, always fake. So it's a little travel brush kit. It's limited edition. What I loved about it is the fact that it's sort of magnetized, so it just, instead of it, so it just sort of stays, but it's not reversible, detachable, there you go. And I just really love the print, and you know, you get great brushes with them, get quite a few. So you get a dual-ended, this sort of doohickey, this one that I use with her Tightline stuff. So there's that. I don't want to talk too much about it because obviously it's limited edition. It's probably not going to be available in most areas. In fact, they were supposed to send it back to headquarters, but the gal just really loved them and thought she'll be able to sell the rest of them, so they kept it for longer than they would normally, and lucky for me because I picked one up. So there's that. The last couple of things are these little, polish kits. Now, where the heck is that other polish? Here we go. It's the one that I'm wearing today. It's a SPARITUal, which color is this? In Sage. So I just got them as a little kit. They were at Winners. This was like $19.99. They're like $10 or $12 each, so it's pretty good savings. I don't know. They're obviously not at all Winners. I don't know how long they're available for. I got this, you know, actually a little while ago, so they're probably not even available. But I got that and a Seche Vite one. This one was like for $14.99, so really, really good savings. I'm taking it, these are all probably just nudes and clear. So got that, and the last product is a Batiste Dry Shampoo. It's the original one. I've never tried this particular brand before. I've heard a lot about it, so I thought I would just pick it up and give it a whirl. And what I might do is do a comparison video of dry shampoos. I've got probably about 4 or 5 different ones, so maybe that'll be an interesting video to do. So I'm excited to try that, and I think that's about it. So again, if there's anything that you would like to see a more detailed review of, just let me know and I will try my best. And thanks so much for being here as always, guys. Have a great day wherever you are.